So Secret Wars, what? Secret Wars 2 numbers. Hey, I didn't do that. Number 6 in a 9-issue limited series. I'm gonna read it. You're gonna like it. Simple as that. Uncle Willy. Bring it over here. Alright, let's start. Or I have to have a nap. Mask. Join the mask team. And discover the illusion. Whatever. Beyond time, space, in the myriad dimensions lies another universe, to which our own is but a droplet of water to the ocean. One who is all in that other universe has learned of our universe, and has come here to walk among us, that he might come to understand the essence of humanity. The fragile earth trembles beneath his feet, dreading his godlike omnipotence. Stan Lee presents Secret Wars 2. Life rules. It took only a few minutes for the one from beyond to buy the property, including searching the titles and registering the deeds. Then he filed the plans, acquired the building permits, and paid the fees. That took another couple of minutes. Then 22 seconds ago he began construction, and already his new dwelling, headquarters, is almost finished. He could have done it all instantly. So omnipotent is he, but he senses that his new neighbors are the type who take life at a slow and easy pace. So he takes his time. He tends to be here for a long while, and he wants to fit in. Yes, Sparta, Illinois, has a new resident. Moments later, as the one from beyond inspects his handiwork, the communications monitor center. Neat! The garage and the hangars. Boy, I love this stuff. The conference room. This'll do for most meetings. If I ever have a lot of people over, I can use the concert hall upstairs. The gardens and the den. The den? Terrific! I'll check out the rest of it later. I just can't wait any longer to get started on my new career. This is going to be great! Meanwhile, in downtown Sparta, where the few residents have yet to notice the new addition to their skyline, one finally does. Gee, where did that come from? I smell a story, maybe even one that'll put the old Daily Sun Telegraph on the map. Not to mention me. Dave, just the man I'm looking for. Hi, Mr. Corkle. Are things okay at the drugstore? Yep, by the way, the new comic books are in, Dave. I've got your regulars set aside as usual. Great, I'll stop by later. Maybe. Good. And now about my ad. I want to do something special this week to get the Aspergum moving off the shelves. You'll have to top the ad you put together for my big odor eaters sale, Dave. What? Can we talk later? I'm kind of in a hurry. Well, I'll be running out the Sun's Telly's best customer. I swear that boy is never going to amount to anything. At that moment, it looks like the superpowered children who call themselves Power Pack and their young alien friend Kofi are getting into trouble over their young heads. Should I help them? I wonder. Yes, it must be the right thing to do. They're just kids. These decisions will probably become clear to me as I go along. And This place is huge, like the Sears Tower times 100. Holy gee, a flying man! Wow. Seconds later in New York City. That's it! You're sure that's the tree you saw falling in your special dream, Frank? You mean his stupid baby dream? Katie, behave, you just grunt because it's past your bedtime. Meantime, beneath the elevated train tracks. Ha! So much for the Death Angel gang and whoever else was stupid enough to be on that train. Kaboom! Since we found this laser gun, ain't nobody gonna mess with the squids. If you degravitize the train, gee, I can push it back. Ah, more! I'm trying light speed. Oh, the shark guy is aiming at us. Make a smokescreen, master, quick! But below, wham! And here, kids, let me help you. Wow, it's together again. Even on my homeworld, I've never witnessed such power. That was amazing! You're terrific! Thanks, and you're all pretty terrific too. You all have great power, and Alex, you especially have wisdom beyond your years. Good night. Wait, who are you? I am called the Beyonder. Soon. He's back. Hey, mister, I want to talk to you. Please, darn it, he didn't hear me. Or did he? Now what? Do I go in or go home? Home sounds good. There's a Lonnie Aunt Anderson special on TV tonight. I could just go watch that and be nobody some more. But I'm dying to talk to that guy. A journalist shouldn't let a little fear stop him. This is an opportunity. I'm going in. Cautiously. A scoop silently swoops down to collect the startled reporter. Yeah! Dude is screwed. The amazing Oreo chocolate sandwich cookie. Can you help the delicious Oreo cookie find the glass of milk? I did this one already. No, I didn't. I did it way back in like 1823. Me and Nanny, we had, a race. And, I kicked her ass. Alright. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, no. Alright. Down here. And around here. Hey, forget about it. I kicked all your asses out there. Record time. Like it was yesterday. Like I kicked her ass all over again. Alright. Hi. Are you the one I saw flying? Hello. Yep, that's me. What can I do for you? Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions, like who are you, how do you fly, how do you get this building and get here so quickly? People call me the Beyonder. I'm a champion of life. I'm from... Wait a minute. I've got a little gadget here that'll show you my story. I love gadgets. I call this a Mento projector. Ah, see, there I am in my own universe. That white blankness is me. I didn't have any physical form then, but it was back there. I didn't even know that anything else existed until there. See that black burst? Some cosmic event poked open a pinhole in mine. Through the pinhole, I saw the Earth. I watched, fascinated. Here I am, sometime later on Park Avenue. I took human form and came here to study this many-layered universe. Especially this thing called desire, which is ubiquitous here but was news to me. That's me after experiencing desire, trying to fulfill it, and failing. I was miserable. Then I heard of a guy who might be able to help me. A sage, a mystic, a sorcerer. No one seemed to know much about him. The few who knew of him at all spoke his name, no kidding, in whispers. That's him, Dr. Strange. So I started looking for him rather drunkenly, and amazingly enough I found him. He is far greater than any in your multiverse suspect, as it turns out. At first, for a moment, he had me at a disadvantage. I was drunk, disoriented, uncaring. He might have been able to set me off into a pocket dimension someplace, keep me constantly inebriated, and thus rid your multiverse of me forever. Instead, he chose to show me the path to enlightenment he himself had followed, that I might become like him, a champion of life. Wow, but what does that mean? Well, in simple terms, as the universe goes along, there is a constant struggle taking place between life and death. Ultimately, either all things will die and the universe will reach total entropy, or all the inhabitants of the universe will evolve into godlike immortal beings and death will be vanquished. I'm siding with the forces of life. Uh-huh. It helps if you think of death as a being who is in constant combat with another beings who represent life. Come on, I'll show you. These are the images of some of the main participants in the life-death struggle. There are many more, of course. Chaos and order represents the internal struggle of life, the randomness and confusion versus the patterns and cycles of existence. Eon is a guardian, the self-preservation instinct of all living things personified. He is the most bitter and active foe of death. Against them stands death. Death has no allies and needs none, but it has lovers, such as Mephisto. He is evil, suffering, and pain incarnate. He thrives upon death, whom he ever attends, and yet is served by. The in-betweener divides these opposing forces, and is the division between them personified. Eternity is the sum of all these, and represents the universe itself, which contains them. Lastly, the living tribunal stands apart and is the judge of this mighty. He is the very bond which inextricably links them together, and he rules upon disputes among them. Holy gee gosh! That's awesome. Are those guys for real? Not in the sense that you and I are. They're conceptual beings, insubstantial as an idea yet powerful beyond imagining. Actual beings, especially lesser ones like you, have trouble conceiving of them, much less understanding them. What you saw were their essences, expressed in representational forms that you can relate to. This is over my head. Yes. But I think I got one thing clearly. You're out to help preserve life. You're one of the good guys. I think that's great. I've already dreamed of doing what you're doing. Something novel, something important. The heck with journalism. I want to help you. Here's what I have in mind. The next day, as a huge tsunami given birth by a major earthquake at sea thunders toward Port City of Perth, Australia, a smartly dressed figure swoops to the rescue. I should shout something, a battle cry. For life, maybe. Nah, that sounds like a jail sentence for an insurance company slogan. Oh well, I'll think of something eventually. Moments later, back at the Beyonders' home and headquarters. How's it going, Dave? Pretty well, Beyonder. I hired 24 phone reps this morning. The rest of the people you see here are clerical, accounting, admin, and media buyers. Excuse me, Mr. B, this must be the call I've been expecting. Yes? Hello, Governor. Why, thank you. I'm pleased that you're interested in our organization and its work. Lunch? Okay. No, Thursday's bad. I can fit you in a week from Tuesday. Good. See you then. Where was I? Oh yeah, we're pretty well staffed up now. By tomorrow we'll be 100% operational. Uh, Getting the word out about you. B, screen the calls that will come pouring in, and C, prioritizing the requests for your help. Sounds great. Gotta run, Beyonder. I gotta make some arrangements for the press conference. Boy, it's great having a real purpose in life, isn't it? Yes, speaking of which, I see something I've got to take care of. And I don't really need an organization any more than I need my cars, planes, and other gadgets. But Dave doesn't ever have to know that. He's so happy to have found his purpose. I wonder though, have I truly found mine? It seems like I should be doing something more. Meanwhile, in a modest apartment in a suburb of Denver, Colorado, my baby takes the morning train. Glow in the dark posters, 3 for $3. I'm down. Where do I get them? Fill that shit out, cut it out, send it, and your comic will be absolutely worthless. He works a 9 to 5, then he takes home again. Hurry up, Bowie, everything's ready. Marsha, lovely bunny, I'm home. To find me, wait for you. Oh, Snookums pie, missed you. How was your day? Yeah, okay, I swept up outside the containment, helped unload a shipment of fuel for the reactor. I missed you too. Something the matter, baby? You seem upset. It's just this. Beyond her to fight for life. Him again? Is he doing something wrong, Owie? Well, I don't know. I just get the feeling that it's gonna lead to trouble. Why can't he just relax and keep a low profile? He's not gonna find happiness or whatever he's looking for this way. Aw, rats. I meant to bring you some more flowers today. I was so upset I forgot. It's okay, Carl Pod. There's still... Oh no! For dinner! Oh, I kicked all your favorites, too. Don't worry, darling. I'll fix it. There. Thanks, Levy. I know how you hate to resort to your molecule, pal. Well, just this once. Shortly. Cupcake, you're not eating. What's wrong? It, it's nothing, Marcia. Please, Owie, tell me. All right. The Watcher is here. The who? The Watcher. And I find it pretty darn annoying. Owie, I don't see anyone. Oh, he's here all right. Come on, show yourself, or I'll make you visible. Now! As you wish, Owen Reese. I had hoped you would join me on the astral plane, that we might communicate in private. I've no secrets from Marcia. Besides, I'm ignoring you. Go away. Please, listen to me. I'll listen if you tell me what the heck is going on here. No. Very well. I am Ustu. Often I am called simply the Watcher by the few on this planet who know of me. Shh. Can't even see my face. I am of an ancient, advanced yet solitary race. My people do not involve themselves with other life forms. We simply watch. It is our way. From my home on Earth's moon, I have observed and recorded the significant events in the progress of life forms in this sector of the universe for eons. Thus, it was that I observed with profound interest the birth and humble beginnings of Owen Reese, for though he was a small, frail, timid child, ever clinging to his mother, I saw in him an awesome and dreadful potential. He grew into a weak, wretched adult, bitter and lonely after his mother's death, brimming with hatred and fear. His miserable life would have eventually ended in whimpering despair, but one day at the nuclear research facility where he held a lowly, servile job, there was an event, an accident. A burst of energy that should have killed him instead served to unlock the potential inside him. There was the true birth of Owen Reese, an event which shook the universe, nay, the multiverse, to its foundations, and made the mighty tremble. Discovering that he had power, Owen Reese renamed himself the Molecule Man, and out to avenge himself on all who ever belittled or persecuted him. How naive, how petty. The entire history of the multiverse was but the prelude to his rebirth, and yet clung to his miserable human failings as he had to his mother's apron. His self-doubts and fears caused him to deny himself his true omnipotence. He subconsciously created artificial limits for his power. Thus he was vulnerable. Seizing the opportunity, I abandoned my sacred oath never to interfere, and for the sake of the multiverse, aided the Fantastic Four in subduing him. Then I took him prisoner. I did not harm him physically, but I reinforced the mental blocks which limited him, and confused his self-perceptions. Eventually, he escaped his extra-dimensional prison, as I intended, and returned to Earth, still a threat perhaps, yet relatively minor one. Thus he remained fearful, confused, and limited, until finally one called Dr. Doom broke down the barriers in his mind, something I never even dared consider. And for the first time Owen Reese became aware that he was the most powerful being in the multiverse. Secret Wars number 11, that happened. Oh my god. Remember this ad, guys. Eh? Snorks? The Adventures of the Gummy Bears, the Smurfs, Punky Brewster, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Kid Video, Mr. T, Spider-Man's Amazing Friends. Plus one to grow on. Haha. It is less astonishing than you think, Marcia Rosenberg. Though your race is backward, within each of you lies the potential for power on a cosmic scale. Owen Reese possessed the greatest potential of all, by chance achieved it. And now that he is and knows he is mightier than all of the other beings of the multiverse, he has sought only peace within himself, joy in simple things, and the utter happiness of love. So it seems that in one stroke, Doom unfettered his true nature and exposed my folly. It was I, not him, who was truly weak and fearful. I should have... Yeah, enough already. You guys only come around and watch from close up when there's something enormously important happening. Well, I got news for you. Nothing's happening here, except dinner and a quiet evening of watching TV. I have come not to observe, but to seek your aid. The one from beyond has embarked upon a most dangerous course. You alone might stop him. Isn't this breaking your oath again? Behold, Owen Reese. Only moments ago all of my kind gathered in council to consider the danger facing the multiverse. It was agreed unanimously that we must act to try and avert the impending catastrophe. Thus, I come here as an emissary of my race to ask you to intervene. Stop the Beyonder before he undoes all that is. I beg of you. Look, Uatu, I really don't want to get involved. I just want to be left alone. Find someone else. I will try, but without your aid, I fear for all existence. Meanwhile, in a famine-stricken East African village, this will tie you over until next harvest. It is miraculous! Our eternal thanks, one from beyond. Minutes later, in a medical research laboratory in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. See, the child's ailment is actually a nutritional problem and not a disease. Amazing! I'm not still not clear on who you are or how you knew a problem here. Who cares? He saved a child's life. Still later, in a galaxy far, far away, Nick Stellar Wind Collector gives this to us. Solves energy deficiency on dark side. Soon at BHQ. Not bad. Hello, Dave. Beyond buddy, we're a hit. Look at all this business. Yes, I see. Gee, you don't exactly sound thrilled. Is it too much work? No, that's not it, Dave. I can handle all that and more. No problem. In fact, I've been doing jobs in other galaxies in between the ones you're aware of. But I'm still uncertain about all this. I don't know yet exactly what my role is in the fight for life. Doctor Strange seems to sense a way of things in the multiverse, be in tune with the workings of the universe, and he knows what to do. He knows his role. For some reason, I haven't been able to discern the way of things, or sense a place for myself, but I must have a role. I must, or I'll fall into despair again. I know it. Uh-oh, trouble in New York. It's Curse. He's attacking Beta Ray Bill. Obviously, Curse has mistaken Beta Ray Bill for Thor, whom he despises. Bill's hammer must be confusing him. Curse will certainly kill Bill. I ought to save him, especially since I'm the one who reanimated Curse as an experiment. But right now I am not sure what to do. Beyonder, we got visitors. Biggies! Captain America and Mr. Fantastic. We appreciate your seeing us right away. Yes, thanks. I'll get right to the point. We're somewhat worried about your current activities. I believe that you mean well, and you seem to have done some good, but where will this lead? Right now, most people regard what they've heard about you as rumor, exaggeration, or pure fiction. But that will change. Then I believe slowly people will begin to rely upon you, and inexorably their lives will begin to revolve around you. What you're doing and not doing will become all that matters. That's not good. I see. Do you? Do you understand the importance of freedom? There's something disconcerting about you taking care of everyone on the planet. Something reminiscent of Big Brother watching. Freedom is the most precious thing a man can have, Beyonder. It must not be compromised. I understand what you're saying, Captain America, but what? Is there nothing for me? No role, no place in the universe, no suitable purpose? Uh-oh, this isn't looking good. Kids just want to have fun. Saturdays, Dungeons and Dragons, my favorite cartoon of all time. Charlie Brown and Snoopy, the Bearstein Bears Wuzzles, the Young Astronauts, Jim Henson's Muppet Babies and Monsters, and all new Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling. Oh yeah. Let me hear it. Oh, right on. Starts Saturday, September 14th on CBS. 1985.
Now just hold on a minute, Cap and Mr. Fantastic. I admire and respect you guys more than almost anybody, but let me show you what I think you're really afraid of. There! You're just afraid that the Beyonder is going to steal your thunder, put you and all your buddies aside, and take over the limelight as the greatest hero of all. Well, I can't guarantee that he won't gain some glory in the process of our doing this. I mean, our work, but that's not the point. We're in business to help people, to fight for life. It's only death itself that has anything to fear from us. You guys sure don't. I hope that's true, son. Believe me, I've already been giving what I'm doing a lot of thought. I'll keep the things you said in mind. Oh, I'll keep things you said in mind, okay? I got the voice wrong. I thought it was the other guy. His assistant. That's a start. I screwed up this whole page. Thanks for hearing us out. We'll see ourselves to the door. Bye, Cap. Goodbye, Mr. F. It was really an honor to meet you. Seconds later in the hall. What do you think, Reed? Should we wait and see, or take action against him now? I don't know. He's dangerous, on a scale unimaginable to us. I suppose, rationally, it makes no difference what we do. Well, my instincts say give him time, and let's hope. Alright, for the moment. You can command the most famous battles of World War II. 5 exciting new war games. Apparently while we're talking, Beta Ray Bill escaped death at the hands of Curse by reverting to his civilian, if alien, guise. Curse had no interest in him, now that he doesn't seem to be Thor anymore. At least I don't have to make a decision about Curse yet, not until he finds the real Thor. Beyonder, come on, it's time for our press conference. There's tons of media here. I have to put him in the concert hall upstairs soon. So I just want to help mankind and other kinds, not become a big brother or... excuse me, Beyonder, but maybe I should jump in here. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to pardon my friend and partner. This is difficult for him, because he's far too modest. Tell you what, Beyonder, give him a sample of what you can do. Well, alright, how about this? Crowd gasps as was one. I got a rise out of the folks, huh? Hey, how was the weather up there? Ha! Okay, Beyonder, put him back. Everybody see it again? Good. Didn't mean to leave you hanging, haha. But seriously, remember the uplifting experience you just had and consider this. In some terms, as the universe goes along, there is a constant struggle taking place between life and death. It helps if you think of death as a being who's in constant combat with, well, many who represent life. We're here to tell you today that with the power you've just witnessed a small sample of, we're siding with the forces of life. And we're not going to stop fighting until death is vanquished. That's right, Dave. That's right. We're going to vanquish death. This I swear to you by the power of Beyond. Isn't he great, folks? Let's hear it for him. Let's hear it for the one from Beyond. Seconds later. Hurry up, out of my way. Gotta get to a phone. And inside. Thanks, Dave. You were terrific and really inspired me. I did? Gee. While you were talking, I finally realized why I can't get in touch with the way of things in the multiverse. It's because I'm bigger than the multiverse and more powerful than all of the forces in it, of every kind combined. As long as I'm here, the way of the multiverse is my way. What does that mean? Just that my very presence here affects the multiverse a great deal, without my even knowing it. Relax, Dave. It doesn't mean I'm taking over or anything. It does mean that there's really just one role, one purpose worthy of me as a champion of life. I don't know why it didn't occur to me before you said it in your speech, but anyway, What are you doing? Just feeling around the multiverse, checking a few things in its fundamental nature. Let's see. Yes, it can be done. It'll take some preparation and a lot of detailing afterward. But I can do it easily. It's a big step, and once it's done, it's forever. But I shall do it. Uh-oh. Sometime later, elsewhere in the multiverse, in a Stygian realm where souls of men trapped between their sojourns in sheaths of flesh, the ultimate unbeing suffer tortures unimaginable. To please his spitefulness, evil incarnate Lord of Pain, Mephisto.
Speak, wretch, what have you learned of his plans? Master, we have learned that the one from beyond plans nothing. He is simply jesting. You lie, of course, clearly his plans to take from me that which is most precious to me. But if you told me that, you knew I'd have you flayed. I forgive you for lying, wretch, I like lies. But you shall have your mouth washed out with boiling bile for uttering the word jesting. Guards! So has come to this, that which I love most dearly is about to be destroyed forever. I cannot allow this. It is the end for me. But there's no time to arrange a deceit, to spin a web of treachery. What is left to me? I curse you, Beyonder. I am Mephisto, the very Lord of Hate. Hate no one more than you.
The next day in an elegant St. Louis restaurant. So where is this woman you want me to meet? Did I say woman? Well, not really. Not always. This individual can be whatever. Huh? There, she is now. Gee, gosh. David, I'd like you to meet Death. D- 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 She's here to have a drink with us. Her last.
This is really... Death?
Yes. Imagine that, right? It's crazy. Once she's gone, of course, some changes will have to be made. All living things will have to be modified a bit. You know, predation will be history. So will be grazing, for that matter, and fungi will have to change. It'll take some work, but it'll be worth it. A fine wine. This, a bit forthright perhaps, but somewhat amusing in its arrogance. Nonetheless laced with my energies, it will be a bitter cup for death. Here, drink.
Beyonder, are you sure about this? I mean, no more death? Of anything? Ever? Now! Now how much of his power is in that cup? Destroy him!
Mephisto and a horde of demons. Run, Dave, run!
Too late, Beyond scum! Death! Set the cup aside, beloved, out of the Beyonder's reach. Though that cursed goblet contains much of your power, Beyonder, still I know better than to risk attacking you. Yar! So, how much agony must I inflict upon your idiot friend before you are ready to bargain, eh?
You underestimate me, Mephisto. Even a small fraction of my power is enough to blow your horde back to the depths, batter you into helpless submission, and free Dave. Are you okay, Dave?
Ah!
Easy, Dave. Dave, why did you grab the cup? Careful, it's dangerous. Cosmic nitro, sort of.
You monster! You horrible, horrible thing! Vile thing! You don't want her eliminated, do you?
That'd really fix you, wouldn't it? Well, watch this, jerk.
You not know what you do, worm. Yes, without death as an instrument to bring your anguish to world's men, without death to stroke my fires with souls, I am reduced to petty spite and itch. But life too shall lose its meaning.
Whatever, it'll be worth it. Suddenly, hold! Beyonder, we ask of you an audience. Please hear us. I, Uatsu, have gathered the mighty to speak with you. I am the in-betweener. I have been asked to speak first for the delegation. So talk. Though Mephisto is a great deceiver, he spoke truth to you. It must have pained him grievously. Truth and frontal assault from the Lord of Treachery. Surely this is his day of last resorts. He is desperate, as are we. Some of us are sworn enemies of death and its lovers, yet all of us implore you not to eliminate death. Well? Give me a break. You guys just don't want to end up on the unemployment line. You want to keep sparring with death at the expense of all of us lesser beings for all of forever. Some enemies, you're in cahoots. We're the real champions of life. We know what to do, and we're gonna do it. I, Eternity, am enemy to none. I take no sides, for I encompass all. Therefore it is my destiny we consider here. My destiny you hold in your hands, O one who speaks for the one from beyond. I would have the cup pass from death, please.
Look, I'm sorry, Mr. E, but my mind's made up.
See, you guys are just conceptual entities. You're not even real in the sense that we are. You can't conceive of what death is to us actual beings. It's over your heads.
Your death, drink up.
Dave, love my powers in that cup. Yes, but you must still be stronger than everybody else in this room combined. They'd have jumped us by now. True, but the point is, once this is done, I won't have enough power to undo it. I can't bring her back. So, the one from beyond nods his assent, and she drinks. That's it! Oh. Do you sense it? It begins. The absence of death ripples through the ether like a shockwave. Simpler life forms already affected the energy sustained forms, plants. Soon the full effect will reach all life in the multiverse. Thus passeth the old way. At that moment, 1,000 miles west. Oh wait, baby, when did you get these new flowers? Okay. I didn't. Let me see those. These are the same flowers, the ones that were all wilted. They look fresh now. Oh, no, he didn't. I've gotta go, Marcia, now. But why? I'll tell you later, I hope. And behold, Owen Reese, the molecule man. Stand aside, let him pass. Hello, everyone. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to speak to the Beyonder and his friend alone. Why, Beyonder? Because fighting on the side of life, for me, meant vanquishing death. It was the only role big enough for me. Great, just great. Now nothing can die. Look, with all my power, I can't even kill this rose. What's wrong with that? Oh, nothing. Except why should I bother watering the flowers in the garden anymore? Why should I even bother to eat? Ha! What is there to eat? Rocks? Yeah, why bother with anything? It's over. There's nothing left to do. You, an outsider, brought us to our destiny, and we're stuck with it. Death is gone, and all the powers of the multiverse together can't kill something to get it started again. Nice work. But, goodbye. Oh, gee gosh. Beyonder, I was crazy. I didn't realize. You've got to fix it. Bring death back, please. Dave, I can't. The only way to do that, well, it would mean killing something, and that's beyond even my power now. I can't believe that. You still have more power than all of the mighty combined. There must be a way. I suppose I could try. Maybe if some sentient creature were willing. Willing to die? Worse, to become death, in a matter of speaking. For from the seed of the first death, its grim specter would rise again. I always wanted to be somebody. Go ahead, do it! Do it! Do it! I'm doing my best. Hey, it's okay. Yeah, it worked. And now, it begins anew. Later. So much for BHQ. Better be to be rid of it. Better still, to wipe away entirely this chapter of my life. Except that I'm just too tired right now to do a very thorough job of it. Cthulhu! Now what? Guess I'll build a new home base, somewhere else out of the way. Start over. I gotta find some part to play, or die myself. Maybe I can just help a little. Be a champion of life with one hand tied behind my back, sort of. What the heck for a guy who's still basically omnipotent? I'm exhausted. Next, the story continues 1 month from now. The threads of our tale are gathered again. Secret Wars 2 number 7, which features the Thing and virtually every villain who's worth his salt. Oh, and the X-Men, the New Mutants, and Spider-Man show up too. Be here for Charge of the Dark Brigade. Boom. There you have it. Morphodroids, warrior robots you bring to life. The enemy strikes and you strike back. The Morphodroids are here, and only you can bring them to life. Morphodroids drive vehicles that turn into warrior robots and walk, and fire laser weapons. Use your remote control unit to transform these ordinary vehicles into fighting robots that battle enemies on command. With evil threatening Morphodroids attack with a shattering blast of laser light or bombard enemies with one of 4 plug-in weapons. In the battle for good versus evil, only one will survive. The future of the universe is in your hands, yours and the Morphodroids. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this comic book. Or else, you got no choice. I got these guns.